up in the sky. Look, it's captivating. It's energizing. It's Eliances Heroes. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups, where our heroes in business align. Now, here's your host flying in, David Cogan, founder of Eliances.
That's right. This is David Cogan with Eliances.com, and incredible. You know, if I sound like I'm pacing, it's because the lineup is just out of this world today. Let me tell you who's going to be on the show a little bit later before I introduce our first hero. We have the owner of Hill Impact. This guy defends reputations of high-profile clients in sports, and wait till you hear some of his clients. In fact, we're going to have one of his clients on, Heather Hardy, #1 undefeated women's boxing champ. And we'll be ending the show with the superhero, the Golden Voice, Ted Williams. His video has gone viral, and when you hear his voice, well, I got to tell you, he probably has a much better voice than me. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. Have you ever come across those amazing lockets that are filled with unique items? I know, I've seen my daughter with them. She's purchased a number of them. It takes a hero to create and launch a company doing this. And our next hero is the executive director and direct-to-corporate founding designer with Origami Owl. That's right, Origami Owl Living Lockets, Tami Butcher. And Tami can be reached at butchergirls.origami.owl.com. And of course, we'll have the link and everything on our website, Eliances.com. Tami, most important question. With the thousands of different lockets that are out there from Origami Owl, which is your favorite?
Oh my gosh, you had to ask me that right now. I'll tell you what's my favorite locket today, because we just got home from a trip from France last night, and they gave us, the founding owners gave us each a great locket that has the flag of France, the Eiffel Tower, 2016, and a commemorative locket of that trip we just got back from last night.
Who creates all these? Who comes up with the ideas of the different ones that could be? Because there are so many different combinations, possibilities, and new ones always coming out.
Well, let me tell you who came out with this. A little gal named Bella Weems, and now she's 20. But her and her mom came up with these lockets. When she was 14 years old, she lived across the street from us. She used to do these little lockets in her bedroom. She used to do them in her living room. And she said, I would love to own a car. Mom, Dad, can you buy me one? And they said, no, but we will help you. Why don't you do something with these lockets that you do? So she opened up a kiosk at the Chandler Mall on a Black Friday in 2011. And here we sit today with Origami Owl. We have almost 70,000 designers across the United States. We just opened Canada. We are a thriving company, and Bella Weems and her mom, Chrissy, create all of these lockets.
I mean, it's just amazing. And you're a founding member of the company. Since it opened, you mentioned 2011. And Origami Owl is now a $350 million company. I mean, we're talking big numbers. How did you get the word spread so quickly to be able to grow at the pace that Origami Owl's been able to do?
Well, I think it was just, it's such a personal thing. It's one of those things, you place it around your neck, and this locket is like your story living inside of your locket. And people just connected with that. And they connected so fast. In fact, when we first opened the company, we were in hypergrowth, and we had no way of keeping up with the demand. So we had to, for the first time in direct sales history, start a wait list. You couldn't even join our company for almost 5 months. You had to be put on a wait list. Then we opened it up periodically. As the lockets came in, we would open it up to new people. But it just grew so fast. It was unbelievable, truly.
And the ride is still continuing.
The
it's
ride
still
is
growing.
Continuing as we speak, yes.
And you're listening to Eliances Heroes. Be a hero. Go to where entrepreneurs align. Be part of the community. That's Eliances.com with David Cogan. And we're talking with Tami Butcher, butchergirls.origami.owl.com. She is the executive director and direct-to-corporate founding designer of Origami Owl. Now, you also, too, have partnered with an incredible incredible organization called ChildHelp on its Speak Up, Be Safe prevention program by donating 100% of proceeds on the anti-bullying charm. Describe to us this charm, what it looks like, and how it came to be, too.
Well, Bella Weems was a huge advocate. Bella, our founder, was a huge advocate of anti-bullying, anti-abuse. And when she heard about this foundation called ChildHelp, which is an amazing organization that, helps with the abused children, with the bullying, she said, how can we help? What can we do to help? Just a little part. So we created a charm, an anti-bullying charm. And if you would look on the ChildHelp website, they have a anti-bullying shield. So we replicated that shield in the form of a charm. And with that, we helped cover the Speak Up and Be Safe program throughout the state of Arizona by donating 100% of the proceeds from this charm to that program so that a child could go to their teacher and privately come up and say, hey, something's going on at home, something's happening with me, and it would be completely private, but there's a lot of programs like that, and we wanted 100% of those programs in every school, and this charm will help fund those programs.
Now, if somebody wants to go and purchase one of those, can they go directly to your website and purchase it?
Yes, they can.
butchergirls.origami-owl.com?
Yes.
Great. And you can also go to Eliances.com. We'll have the link on there, too, for you. Such a great cause, too, ChildHelp. So much. And a special thank you to Stacy Weber, president at ChildHelp, for nominating you really as the hero and being a guest. You can go and learn more about ChildHelp by going to childhelp.org. Now, you're also a native Arizonian, something really you don't find so often with people moving from other places here to Arizona. Your family's rooted in Phoenix. In fact, your family owns 2 amazing historic restaurants in town. The Rustler's Roost. Everybody's like, "Ooh, yeah, of course."
They remember the slide always.
That's it. That's right. The Enchiladas. How has having a family business here in Phoenix impacted you and, well, your view of business?
Well, let me tell you, I come from a family of 4 sisters, which, very tight-knit family, and we've always been in the restaurant business our whole lives. We were working at Enchiladas when it was our first job, hostessing, and then when we were available to purchase Enchiladas and then Rustler's Roost, it just had always been a part of our lives anyway. So my sister, they all still work there, and my sister's the chef there. My other sister does all the events and planning, and it's been an amazing way to stay a part of the community. People are always coming through, seeing new faces. It was built by firefighters. We just have a strong, strong community there at both restaurants.
And how, you mentioned first job at Enchiladas. How have what you've learned there helping you now being so successful with Origami Owl? What have you carried over from really that first job?
A lot of people ask me that, and I think it's the people skills that you learn from a restaurant. I believe everybody should work in the restaurant business at least one point in their lives, teaching you how to deal with customers, teaching you how to deal with conflict that may happen in your life. Right there in front of the table at Enchiladas would be a similar thing to dealing with a customer with Origami Owl. I've just taken a lot of those things and how to deal with just overall how to run a business, how to communicate with people. It's just I've taken a lot of things from the restaurant and used them in my Origami Owl business.
Isn't it interesting how always we've learned something from our first job? We never think going through it, we're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. And then years later, we're still using and developing those same skills and carrying over.
Definitely. I think about that all the time.
Incredible. Well, let me tell you, Tami, you're amazing. You give back, you support education of others through your work with Origami Owl, ChildHelp, and other organizations. Your family is clearly dedicated to supporting the growth of Phoenix. You're a hero. Go to butchergirls.origami-owl.com. David Cogan with Eliances, and when we return, the owner of Hill Impact. Protect your reputation.